Hello, everybody. My name is Nick Bonner here for TreeStuff.com, and I am joined by David Anderson and Cale Royer. David, welcome. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm on a 10-hour drive taking a break here for Canopy Watch and TreeStuff.
Awesome. Well, that's what we're here to discuss today is Canopy Watch. We're going to give people a little bit of time to get online, but Canopy Watch is up for some funding. And this doesn't cost anybody on the broadcast anything, except for maybe a couple minutes of their time, but they're able to vote for Canopy Watch to get some very important funding. Tell us a little bit, what is Canopy Watch? Why would someone want to fund you, David?
Canopy Watch is a nonprofit organization, and we've got a really cool mission, especially for people who love trees. We teach people to climb trees. We teach tree climbing all over the world. We've taught in the United States, Latin America, and even Africa. And one of the big reasons we teach tree climbing is for conservation purposes, so we can save life that lives in the top of the rainforest.
And you're teaching scientists to climb the trees in order to facilitate their research and things like that?
Yeah, we teach a lot of scientists. They work with monkeys, they work with orchids, they work with all kinds of animals and plants that only live in the top of the rainforest. And without the ability to get to the top of the rainforest, all of those organisms are out of sight and out of reach. We provide the means. We teach them how to get up there.
That's great. So you started Canopy Watch. For people that are just logging on or people that are on the broadcast right now, we're trying to raise some money for Canopy Watch. They're up for a 30,000 euro, call it $30,000 grant from an organization in Europe. And we want you to vote. It takes a couple of minutes to do. You got to make an account. You got to do it. We're going to show you how to do it right now. Cale, walk us through the process to vote. It doesn't take a lot of votes for these guys to win, okay? Not a lot of people vote on nature conservation grants, and it is kind of a process. So if you do this, even if you're just one of 2 or 3 people that help vote, you can get them across the finish line. And I'll tell you, this is more money than Canopy Watch has ever raised before. This could really be, this could be a turning point for them. We really need your help. So take a couple minutes. You can do this on your phone. It's very easy. Cale, walk us through it. Do it quickly. Make it look easy, okay?
All right, so we're going to eocaconservation.org. And then we are going down to our projects. So clicking on projects and then project voting, which is, you're going to have to help me out here. Current projects.
The project voting, that's what I was saying. There's a login. Is there a login?
You got to go up to the top and hit sign in, Cale.
Oh, I got login. Sorry. Okay.
Right there.
Register. Yep, type in media at treestuff.com.
Let's do treestuff.com. Email address.
You got to register media at treestuff.com, Cale, because you have to confirm it.
Yep.
Yep.
There you go. We hit register. It's going to give us a code. I'm going to go in here to my email, which you can't see. Which you shouldn't be able to see.
And we need to tell them about you, Nick.
I'm sorry?
What was that?
So what we're asking people to do today is to register at the website in the chat. That's eocaconservation.org and vote for Canopy Watch. They have a program called Canopy Guardians that's up for 30,000 euros of funding. It doesn't cost you anything to vote. It takes a couple of minutes. You put in your email address, make an account like Cale is showing you today. And then once you do that, Cale, you should have gotten that registration code.
Yep, there it is.
And then you punch that in. And from there, you're going to be able to vote. And by voting, again, it doesn't cost you anything, but they're pretty close. I think they're close to the lead. A couple votes will get us into the lead, right, David? And then we're going to get that $30,000, and that's actually going to help you guys establish a budget for the next couple of years, which is something that you haven't had. You've been bootstrapping this charity since you started it. And David, you also do some other things. Can you tell us about those?
Well, I want to tell everyone what the purpose of the grant is. If we win this grant, restore an endangered forest by planting 15,000 trees. Many of the trees are themselves endangered species. And we're going to do this. We're going to restore this forest for the endangered monkeys that live in this forest. There's 3 species of monkeys that live in this forest that are endangered. And that's why we're calling the project Canopy Garden, because we want to protect and safeguard the forest and the monkeys there.
So, Kale, now that you're in project voting, select forest.
Forest.
And then scroll down and select Canopy Guardians.
At the bottom.
Canopy Guardians, safeguarding the endangered white-footed tamarin monkey.
Now.
Vote now. Project choice, Canopy Guardians, submit.
And that's it. That's all you need to do.
Done it.
Few votes could really help put David and the Canopy Watch group over the top, help them make this great impact by planting these trees, as well as provide much needed funding for the rest of their mission, including the education of scientists in Latin America and climbing events all across the world to help teach people how to climb trees. David, what else should we talk about? What else has Canopy Watch done? What did you guys do last year? Anything interesting?
Well, I'm in between Boise and Oregon right now because we just did a public tree climb at an ISA tree comp in Boise. And as part of that climb, we take persons with disabilities on tree climbs.
Wow.
We get people with spinal injuries and amputations who oftentimes have trouble walking or can no longer walk. They come to the event in a wheelchair, and we adapt special climbing systems for them to get them into the top of a tree. And it's an amazing feeling when you've got someone who is challenged every day with mobility issues, who live in a wheelchair, and we can put them in the top of a tree. It's an emotional moment for the climber and for all the instructors, and then all the competitors in the park who are competing for an ISA event. People stop and notice when that happens.
Great.
Coming out of a wheelchair, it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Great pictures on this website, too. The website is canopywatch.com. Make sure there's the O, because if you don't have the O, I think it takes you to somebody who's actually selling watches. But yeah, canopywatch.com. Oh,
wow. Great. Listen, we've supported Canopy Watch for several years throughout your guys' events and all your different, methods of bringing tree climbing to the world. And David's always been an inspiration to me. I met David at a Petzl presentation. We'd been supporting for a while, but really hearing his presentation at the Petzl PTI in Utah really brought us over, and we love supporting Canopy Watch. If you're just joining the broadcast, they're up for a €30,000 grant. It's a big deal. It doesn't cost you anything to vote. It takes just a couple of minutes. You can go to eoaconservation.org. One word, I'll put it in the chat again. And all you have to do is register for an account. So click on login at the top right. Register with your email, which is free. It does take a minute. They'll send you one of those 5-digit security codes or whatever. You punch it in. Boom. Then you go ahead and vote. Even 2 or 3 votes could make a difference. There's like 15 nerds in the world that are voting for this stuff, guys. So if we could just get a couple more people to vote for Canopy Watch, it could make such a huge difference for their organization. This is more funding than Canopy Watch has ever been up for. And we are asking you, today is the last day of voting. It takes 3 minutes, okay? It's totally free. All you have to do is go to eocaconservation.org, which I put the thing up in the chat here. Click on log in, make yourself an account on the register side of that page. It's super easy. I did it on my phone. It took me 3 minutes. I don't know anything about computers basically anymore, guys.
Yeah. So here we go. EOA conservation.
For 1 minute of your time, we want to plant 15,000 trees to restore.
We will not get for money either.
Yeah.
There's no commitment, no subscription, no donation request, no money at all. Just a minute of your time to help vote and get David and his crew out there more and in broader places to do great things for the world. They're going to plant 15,000 trees as well as support the rest of the organization. So one last time, Please help us support Canopy Watch. They need just a few more votes to get into first place. Today is the last day for voting. David, will we know tonight if we won?
I'm not. They haven't told us if they're going to tell us tonight or maybe by Friday. But
oh my God, I can't handle that. Listen, if we don't win, I'm going to hold every single one of you people responsible. And I'm talking to you and you and you and you looking at your phone right there. I see you, okay? This will take you 2 minutes. Do it today. There's no opportunity to do it tomorrow. eocaconservation.org. It's in the chat. We've posted about it on social media. You click register, log in. You select register, you make an account, you put in your email address. It's very easy. You use it to buy stuff. Boom, you get an email. You click on it, you type in the code, you select forest, you vote for Canopy what's it called? Canopy, you confuse me. Canopy Warriors.
Project is called Canopy Guardians.
Guardians.
Everyone who votes today has a chance to win. This is what you have a chance to win. We're going to recruit eco-service volunteers, so eco-volunteers to come down and help with this project. You can make a trip to Colombia, to a rural site that's really beautiful.
On your own time.
Trees, and help us plant the trees. But we need your vote to win the money. Then we start the project. Then you can come down.
And you can travel at your own expense to help them for free. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. Guys, stick with the voting, okay? That's easy and actually free. Do that. Help them get the 30 grand. It's no skin off your back. We really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching. eocaconservation.org. Register, log in, forest, Canopy Guardians. You can do it. Vote for Canopy Watch. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, David.
Have a good one.